This YouTube video was produced with the assistance of artificial intelligence. Specifically, the visuals were generated using ChatGPT, the script was composed using Claude AI, and the narration was synthesized using Edge-TTS. Endangered. Definition: at serious risk of extinction, destruction, or disappearance, most commonly used in reference to species whose survival is threatened by environmental or human factors. Collocation: endangered species, critically endangered, endangered wildlife, endangered habitats, endangered list. Synonym: threatened, at risk, vulnerable, imperiled, in danger. Example: international conservation organizations have intensified their efforts to protect endangered species from the devastating effects of habitat loss and illegal poaching. The government recently added several native bird populations to the officially endangered list after surveys revealed a sharp decline in their numbers. Preserving endangered habitats requires a coordinated approach that involves local communities, policymakers, and environmental scientists working together toward shared goals. Automatically. Definition: in a way that happens by itself without conscious thought, human intervention, or deliberate effort, often as a result of a built-in mechanism or established process. Collocation: automatically generated, automatically updated, automatically assume, automatically renew, automatically apply. Synonym: mechanically, instinctively, spontaneously, by default, involuntarily. Example: the system is designed to automatically generate a detailed report at the end of each business day, eliminating the need for manual data entry. Subscribers should be aware that their membership will automatically renew at the end of the billing cycle unless they cancel in advance. It is important not to automatically assume that the most expensive option is always the best, as cost does not always reflect quality or suitability. Genocide. Definition: the deliberate and systematic destruction or killing of a large group of people, especially those belonging to a particular ethnic, national, racial, or religious group. Collocation: commit genocide, prevent genocide, genocide against, genocide survivors, charge of genocide. Synonym: mass killing, ethnic cleansing, extermination, annihilation, massacre. Example: the International Tribunal was established to hold accountable those individuals who were found to have committed genocide against civilian populations during the conflict. Educators around the world emphasize the importance of teaching younger generations about the history of genocide to prevent such atrocities from ever being repeated. Genocide survivors have played a vital role in advocating for stronger international legal frameworks designed to protect vulnerable communities from future persecution. Remedy. Definition: a means of correcting, solving, or counteracting something undesirable, or a treatment or medicine used to relieve or cure a disease or condition. Collocation: legal remedy, effective remedy, seek a remedy, home remedy, remedy the situation. Synonym: cure, solution, fix, treatment, corrective. Example: the management team proposed several practical measures to remedy the persistent communication problems that had been disrupting workflow across departments. Affected parties have the right to seek a legal remedy through the courts if they believe their contractual rights have been violated. While home remedies may provide temporary relief for minor ailments, it is always advisable to consult a qualified medical professional for any serious or ongoing health concerns. Model. Definition: a representation, example, or standard of something used for reference, imitation, or analysis, or a simplified description of a system or process used to assist understanding or prediction. Collocation: business model, role model, model for, economic model, model behavior. Synonym: example, template, prototype, standard, framework. Example: the company's innovative business model has been widely studied and adopted by competing firms seeking to replicate its remarkable commercial success. She has served as an outstanding role model for young women aspiring to pursue careers in science, technology, engineering, and mathematics. The researchers developed a sophisticated economic model to predict the potential impact of the proposed tax reforms on household income across different regions. Dramatic. Definition: sudden, striking, and significant in effect or degree, or relating to an exciting or impressive change, event, or performance. Collocation: dramatic increase, dramatic change, dramatic improvement, dramatic effect, dramatic decline. Synonym: striking, significant, remarkable, substantial, impressive. Example: the introduction of the new quality control system led to a dramatic improvement in product reliability and a significant reduction in customer complaints. The region has experienced a dramatic decline in biodiversity over the past 2 decades, largely as a result of unchecked industrial expansion and deforestation. The dramatic increase in remote work adoption during the global health crisis fundamentally reshaped the expectations of both employers and employees worldwide. Discover. Definition: to find or learn something for the first time, to become aware of a fact, situation, or truth that was previously unknown or unrecognized. Collocation: discover the truth, discover a new method, discover that, recently discovered, discover potential. Synonym: find, uncover, reveal, detect, identify. Example: the audit team discovered several significant discrepancies in the financial records that required immediate investigation and corrective action. Scientists recently discovered a previously unknown species of marine life thriving in the deep waters off the southern coast of the continent. Through the internship program, many students discover their true professional potential and gain clarity about the career path they wish to pursue after graduation. Proper. Definition: appropriate, correct, or suitable for a particular situation, purpose, or set of standards, or done in a thorough and complete manner. Collocation: proper training, proper procedure, proper use, proper conduct, proper documentation. Synonym: appropriate, correct, suitable, fitting, adequate. Example: all new employees are required to undergo proper training before they are authorized to operate any specialized equipment on the factory floor. The investigation revealed that the incident could have been entirely prevented if proper safety procedures had been followed from the outset. Ensuring proper documentation of all transactions is essential for maintaining transparency and accountability within any financial institution. Meticulously. Definition: in an extremely careful, thorough, and precise manner, paying close attention to every detail to ensure the highest standard of accuracy and quality. Collocation: meticulously planned, meticulously organized, meticulously researched, meticulously crafted, meticulously maintained. Synonym: carefully, precisely, thoroughly, painstakingly, diligently. Example: the research proposal was meticulously crafted over several months to ensure that every aspect of the methodology met the rigorous standards required by the funding agency. The event coordinator meticulously planned every detail of the annual conference, from the seating arrangements to the catering and audiovisual requirements. The historical archives have been meticulously maintained by a dedicated team of specialists who understand the irreplaceable value of preserving these documents for future generations. Defy. Definition: to openly resist, refuse to obey, or challenge something or someone with authority, or to be impossible to describe, explain, or accomplish in the expected way. Collocation: defy expectations, defy logic, defy authority, defy the odds, defy convention. Synonym: resist, challenge, disobey, oppose, rebel against. Example: the young entrepreneur defied expectations by building a highly profitable technology company despite having no formal education in the field. The team's remarkable comeback in the final quarter of the match seemed to defy all logic, leaving both analysts and spectators in complete disbelief. Artists who defy convention and refuse to follow established trends often produce the most innovative and thought-provoking works in their respective disciplines. Deplore. Definition: to feel or express strong disapproval, condemnation, or deep regret about something considered morally wrong or highly undesirable. Collocation: strongly deplore, deplore the use of, deplore violence, deplore the decision, deplore the lack of. Synonym: condemn, criticize, denounce, disapprove of, lament. Example: human rights organizations have strongly deplored the use of excessive force against peaceful demonstrators and have called for an independent investigation. The academic community deplored the decision to reduce funding for scientific research at a time when innovation is needed more than ever. Many industry leaders deplore the lack of diversity in senior management positions and are actively implementing programs to address the imbalance within their organizations. Prove. Definition: to demonstrate or establish the truth, validity, or existence of something through evidence, argument, or practical results over time. Collocation: prove effective, prove difficult, prove wrong, prove a point, prove to be. Synonym: demonstrate, verify, confirm, establish, show. Example: the new marketing strategy proved to be far more effective than anticipated, generating a significant increase in both brand awareness and customer engagement. Initial attempts to negotiate a resolution proved difficult, as both parties held firmly to their original positions and were reluctant to compromise. The data collected over the course of the 3-year study was sufficient to prove that the treatment had a measurable positive impact on patient recovery rates. Extract. Definition: to remove or take out something from a larger whole, often with care or effort, or a passage or portion taken from a text, document, or substance. Collocation: extract information, extract data, extract from, extract a tooth, extract meaning. Synonym: remove, withdraw, obtain, pull out, derive. Example: the analyst was able to extract valuable insights from the raw data that proved instrumental in shaping the company's revised marketing strategy. Advanced software tools have made it considerably easier to extract relevant information from large and complex datasets in a fraction of the time previously required. The professor asked students to read the extract from the published journal article and prepare a critical response for the following week's seminar discussion. Nostalgic. Definition: feeling or evoking a sentimental longing or affection for a period in the past, typically associated with happy or meaningful personal memories. Collocation: feel nostalgic, nostalgic for, nostalgic feeling, nostalgic memories, nostalgic about. Synonym: sentimental, wistful, longing, reminiscent, homesick. Example: returning to the university campus after so many years made her feel deeply nostalgic for the experiences and friendships that had shaped her formative years. The exhibition was designed to evoke a nostalgic feeling among visitors by showcasing everyday objects and cultural artifacts from previous decades. Many longtime residents feel nostalgic about the way the neighborhood used to be before the rapid commercial development transformed its character entirely. Expansion. Definition: the act or process of increasing in size, scope, volume, or extent, often referring to the growth of a business, economy, territory, or idea. Collocation: rapid expansion, business expansion, expansion plan, economic expansion, expansion into. Synonym: growth, enlargement, increase, development, extension. Example: the company's ambitious expansion into international markets has been supported by strategic partnerships with established distributors in key regions. Rapid economic expansion over the past decade has brought significant prosperity to the country, though concerns about sustainability remain widespread. The board approved the expansion plan, which includes the construction of 2 additional manufacturing facilities and the recruitment of over 500 new employees. Variable. Definition: something that is liable to change, differ, or fluctuate, or a factor or element in a situation, experiment, or equation that can assume different values. Collocation: key variable, independent variable, dependent variable, variable rate, variable factors. Synonym: changeable, fluctuating, factor, element, unpredictable. Example, researchers must carefully control all independent variables in an experiment to ensure that the results accurately reflect the effect of the factor being studied. The quality of customer service can be highly variable depending on the location, staffing levels, and training standards of each individual branch. Several key variables, including exchange rates, commodity prices, and consumer confidence, will determine the pace of economic recovery over the coming year. Inherent. Definition: existing as a permanent, essential, or natural part of something, built into the very nature or character of a person, thing, or system. Collocation: inherent risk, inherent flaw, inherent in, inherent value, inherent challenge. Synonym: intrinsic, built-in, innate, fundamental, natural. Example: there is an inherent risk involved in any major financial investment, and clients should be made fully aware of this before committing their funds. The committee acknowledged that there were inherent flaws in the original design of the system that could not be resolved through minor adjustments alone. The inherent challenge of managing a diverse and geographically dispersed workforce requires leaders to develop exceptional communication and cultural awareness skills. Explain. Definition: to make something clear and understandable by describing it in detail, giving reasons, or providing relevant information that helps others grasp a concept or situation. Collocation: explain the reason, explain the concept, explain clearly, explain in detail, difficult to explain. Synonym: clarify, describe, illustrate, elaborate, interpret. Example: the instructor took the time to explain the underlying theory in detail before asking students to apply the concepts in a series of practical exercises. The spokesperson was asked to explain the reasoning behind the company's controversial decision to discontinue one of its most popular product lines. It is sometimes difficult to explain complex scientific phenomena to a general audience without oversimplifying the key principles involved in the process. Paramount. Definition: more important than anything else, of the highest priority or significance, requiring the greatest attention and consideration above all other factors. Collocation: paramount importance, paramount concern, paramount to success, paramount consideration, safety is paramount. Synonym: supreme, foremost, primary, chief, utmost. Example: the safety of all passengers and crew members remains the paramount concern of the airline industry, taking precedence over all other operational considerations. Maintaining the confidentiality of client data is of paramount importance in any organization that handles sensitive personal or financial information. Effective cross-cultural communication is paramount to the success of international business negotiations, where misunderstandings can have significant and costly consequences. Overlap. Definition: to extend over and cover part of the same area, period, or subject matter, or a shared area or element where two or more things coincide. Collocation: overlap between, significant overlap, overlap with, areas of overlap, overlap in responsibilities. Synonym: intersect, coincide, converge, share, correspond. Example: there is a significant overlap between the responsibilities of the two departments, which has occasionally led to confusion and duplication of effort. The conference schedule was designed to minimize the overlap between sessions covering similar topics, allowing attendees to benefit from as many presentations as possible. Researchers noted a considerable overlap in the findings of both studies, which strengthened the case for the proposed theoretical framework and its practical applications.